are on to fight number 3. Please welcome Jackson Hayward.
I'm excited for this one. Jackson's from my gym up at Ignite, so I'm excited to see how he's going to go. He's been training really hard for this one.
Joined by a celebrity.
Here he comes.
Peter Hickmott. Wait, is it the Bull or the Hollywood when you're commentating? Which nickname are we going by?
Let's just go with Pete, Matt. How
Pete?
are you, mate?
Tali Cassidy in the cage as well, refereeing.
Yes, yeah. Well, Tali's been working with us for a little while now. Probably time she has a good go at refereeing. Knows the sport. She's been she's been following it through quite well. So really happy to see her again.
Been around the game for, how old is she now? 20? Or is she still 21?
She's 21.
For about 10 years or something she's been
Around for a long
training
time.
Has to, training with her dad Phil for a long time. Is she purple brown now?
She's brown belt now.
Right, I missed that one. No, she's a very good young lady, knows the sport well, knows what she's looking at. So more than happy for her to have a go in the centre.
And if one of the boys gets injured now, she can jump in there and take their spot.
Does that count for me too?
No.
And his opponent, Stephen Craven.
Big boy, look at the size of him.
Yeah, looks like there could be a bit of a weight difference here.
I was talking to Stephen out back when they were prepping up and wrapping his hands. He's 41, and I said to him, what made you decide that you wanted to take up cage fighting? And he said, well, I'm not getting any younger.
How do you find it, Pete? Obviously you had your fair share of fights back in the day. Do you get the same sort of rush refereeing, or is it a completely different feel jumping in there as a fighter?
Mate, no, look, there's similarities to it. Obviously with the refereeing position, you're there for a different reason. So you've got to still remain calm in those positions, and you've got to be there watching the fight. You can't spectate it. And I've said that when we've run classes many times in the seminars, you can't be a spectator in there. You've got to be there for the right reasons. So this is where I'm happy to see how Taylor goes with her first official fight. She has refereed at some grappling comps before, so this is a good step up for her.
Okay, we are on to fight number 3 of the evening. This is a 103 kilo catch weight bout, C-class rules. And in the blue corner, training out of Ignite MMA, please welcome Jackson Haymaker Hayward! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Stephen Craven.
He's going to have to duck his head when he throws these punches.
Tali Cassidy.
Both boys calling for an early finish.
Both similar experience though, like both white belts. Looks like it's their first fights. So it should be a pretty similar matchup. Oh, we got a southpaw here.
Huge punch has been thrown by Stephen. A little Superman punch.
Oh, nice kick.
Pete, was it XFC 1 or 2 you jumped on?
No, I think it was number 3.
3?
Yeah.
Obviously the sport's changed a lot.
It has. The evolution of the sport since the early 2000s to where we are now, it's fantastic. It's great to see that it's with events like Route to Warrior and how they set the format and the platform at the base for these people to get the experience and move their way up. You know, you can see the level where these guys are now. In all honesty, we probably weren't much more than that when we first started fighting in the early 2000s.
I'm loving to see that, like, we're now finally seeing a full circle now. So the people who were fighting on those shows back in the day, and now the coaches and, you know, the students are coming through. And
yes. And the guys are hitting the mat now with, 15, 20 years experience behind them already. And that's the thing that the coaches, like we've seen Damien Brown out here tonight.
These boys are throwing bombs.
He's going for the knockout, isn't he?
The head. happy to stand in the pocket.
Oh, oh, nice
looking
little
for a
entry
single
there.
leg here.
Defended that well. That was good.
Just throwing sledgehammers, isn't he?
There's always something about southpaws. Always something with that heavy left hand that just gets through.
Oh, he's starting to bleed.
Yeah, marked him up there, didn't
Yeah.
he?
Oh, here we go. Flurry of punches. Oh, I'd like to see Jackson throw some knees there.
Stephen pushing forward, defending well on that. That was good.
He's going for a choke.
I think the length in
He needs
Stephen's
to-
body is where his advantage is here at the moment. Jackson just can't get the right torsion and grip on it. Very good breakaway.
Yeah, Stephen was holding on to the pants there. Tali was straight onto it. First tick.
Yes, breathe. Finish on a kick.
Oh, there it goes
Hey,
again.
Here we go.
Wow, that one got through.
Oh, holy smokes. This guy's throwing bombs.
Nice little bit of head movement himself and dodged it.
Oh, if one of those lands.
Like he was going to fake there. He was looking low.
The last 10 of the round.
is it coming?
Oh, that's a good knee. Oh, in the chin there. And another good knee. That was a good round.
I was quite happy to see both the boys wanted to take that fight standing for the first round. A couple of attempts there by Stephen to get it to the ground. Jackson kept it up. He knows where he wants to be. He knows where his strengths are in that. You can see, I think Stephen, you'll see a little bit of maturity come out of him in this second round, whether or not he can hold that level, keep it through.
Yeah, I liked his entry with that takedown as well. Again, normally you might see like a couple of shots landed, so they'll go for that sloppy sort of a takedown. But it was actually really nice and controlled.
Yeah, his timing was just about right.
In between the fighters and the corners. What's a referee thinking in between rounds?
The first thing we want to do is just have a quick look at the fighters. Obviously, just get a quick glance to see if there's been any damage done in the first round. And it's, we've got to be aware of that moving into the second and the third round. Like it accumulates. Different from judging. Judging, they only judge round by round, whereas a referee, we've got to take that. Oh, here he goes again. He's not backward and coming forward.
Jackson's got to keep those hands up because if that big haymaker lands.
Yeah, that one landed.
Good uppercut.
Stiff up.
Oh,
He's back in that left
got to
hand.
keep those hands up. He's just coming forward with those big punches now.
I think it's fair to say he's not at retirement age, but definitely that old man strength is really starting to come through, isn't it?
Yep.
That's it.
Oh, God.
Let's see him get that head up. Oh, nice
Oh,
little
that was
trick.
a nice trip.
Well done.
Jackson should make his way back to the cage here. Don't give your back up.
Stephen needs to tighten that grip up and wrestle it to the ground.
Oh, did well getting up here.
Just couldn't sort out his body weight, could he? Just couldn't get that there, but again, good effort. He's shown he can take him down a couple of times now.
Bit of exhaustion kicking in a
Hit
bit
his-
there.
Oh, they're stuck together.
Whoops.
Straight back in. Here we go.
Again,
Oh, big right.
Tali Cassidy straight on it.
She's doing well, isn't she, in the cage with these two big boys? Oh, he's starting to bleed a bit more now. Oh, good catch. Again, no punches to the head on the ground because C-class rules.
And so, Pete, sell me on stopping a fight in C-class when they're taking these shots to the body repeatedly.
Intelligent defence.
We kind of, even though it's not to the head, we need to still mimic what it would be like in a real fight.
Correct.
Like
Correct.
simulating.
Simulating, yeah. So it's intelligent defence, and particularly with fights like this where these not experimental, but the training fights where they've come through exactly this thing, to lay there on their back and just take punches to the body isn't intelligent defence.
I suppose it's not fair to the attacking fighter as well to waste all that energy to throw those punches to then gas out because the referee decided not to stop it.
Yeah, correct. And like we said to them at the pre-fight briefing is that their safety is our ultimate priority. That's our first and foremost. So if they're not defending and if they're not going to submit, then the referee can step in. Like these guys have had, 8, 12 weeks training, some of them, They're not at the level where the guys have gone to a full gym and trained.
Oh, that looks deep.
Got rear naked choke here.
That's close.
He's
There we
tapped.
go.
He's tapped.
How quick was that?
That was quick. That was slick.
That was quick.
Brilliant finish by Jackson there.
Look, and I don't think Steve will be disappointed with it. I think he enjoyed the experience. You can see he's got a bit of a smile on his face, thinking, oh well, maybe next time.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to watch the replay and see he land about 20 of those haymakers. And again, it's just crazy sport, isn't it? He goes up against an opponent that doesn't have the chin that Jackson did, and all of a sudden he's walking away with a TKO win instead.
Yeah, and you know what? If he was only half a step forward, those punches would have been landing. So I'm sure he'll be going back to the gym and working on that with his team if he's going to have another fight. So
that's it. You can see here on the replay, like Steve, with his age, he was starting to fail a little bit with his conditioning. He was just backing that one hand, whereas Jackson had the backup of being youth and throw multiple punches. So Steve was just hoping one of those lifts was going to hit.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, your referee has stopped this match in round 2 at 2 minutes and 47 seconds for your winner by rear naked choke to the blue corner, Jackson Haymaker Hayward.
Tell you what, 3 crackers to start with. How good's this?
got to say I'm happy about that one coming from McKnight. First win for us.
Yeah, it looked like Stephen was kind of favouring that left arm. Watching the replays, he didn't throw that many with his right, so I wonder if maybe a slight injury.
Congratulations, Jackson. How are you feeling?
Pretty pumped.
Pretty pumped. I did notice that in your notes you actually said stoppage by rear naked choke in your fight, so you actually thought it was going to go that way. You actually pulled it off. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, this is kind of like a thought that you get a bit tired and I'll take it down and choke me out. So good to see it happened. Yeah, look, I'd like to say thank you to my opponent and Jason and everyone, my team, especially my team, everyone that's behind me. So it's been awesome to support and just a great job hosting this event, mate. Cheers.
Excellent. Everybody give it up for Jackson.